ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਇਜਤਾ ਦਿਕ ਕਹਿ ਸਭਾ ਮਜਾਰੀ, ਪਿਤ ਪਲਟਾ ਲੈ ਬੇਇਛ ਧਾਰੀ।
ਗੁਰੂ ਰੂਪ, ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਵਾਰੀ, Guru Katha Sath Sangat ji, let us all join our attention with the divine Swarup of Dhan Dhan Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And whilst our attention is focused on Guru Sahib Ji, let us all join in Gur Fateh. So the King of all kings, Dhan Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, may they bless us, may they give us a seesaw, so that what we hear finds a place in our hearts and becomes a guiding light throughout our lives. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So Guru Roop, Guru Pyari, Guru Khalsa Sath Sangat Ji, पिछले हफ्ते जो लड़ीवार कथा चल रही है, छेवें पातशाह धन धन सतगुरु हरगोबिंद साहिब जी महाराज जी की बंदी छोड़ संबंधित कथा, उसका हम जो छेवां भाग है वो अज प्रचलित होएगा। सो गुरु रूप, गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी, like every single week we are joined here in the divine lap of Dhan Dhan Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Before we came here today, when we were at home, there was something that in our hearts, जिसको कहते प्रेरणा, that caused us to come here. What is that thing in our hearts, deep within us, and where is it, and why is it? Otherwise, if we look at it, there are countless people who are elsewhere at the moment. They're not in the Sadh Sangat. They have other things to do. They are not in the Sadh Sangat. Deep within us, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, there is something called our Antishkaran. Our Antishkaran is where, whether you call it the seeds or whether you call it the writings of our past karam, of what we have done in previous lives, is stored. There are both the seeds of the good that we have done and also of the wrong that we have done. As time goes on and as these seeds begin to sprout, for the good that we have done, and it's not just any good, it's a very big good, it's a great good that we have done. When those seeds sprout, the fruit they yield is the Sadh Sangat. That's where Guruji Maharaj has written for us to come and join. Why do we come and join here? Guru Ki Sangat Ji, when we come here in Maharaj's Hazuri, in the Sangat, whether we join with Guru Sahib Ji via Kirtan, via Simran, or via Katha, according to our understanding, there is something that we definitely get when we listen to the ityahas of our Guru Sahibans, otherwise known as Guru Katha. When we hear this, we learn how the Sikhs of Guruji's time of yesteryear lived, how Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj conducted themselves when they were here. And when we hear this Guru Ki Sangat Ji, there's one special rare gem that we obtain. And that gem is called Bairag. What is Bairag? Bairag is when we hear how the Sikhs, the good Sikhs of the previous years of Guruji's time, how they lived. When we learn the Sikhi that Guru Sahib Ji taught, and then we look at our own jivans, and then we say, hey Mana, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਕੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਕੀ ਹੈ? This reflection, not everyone has it. But those that come in the Sangat, they find this reflection. When we begin to search within ourselves, that if what Guruji taught at that time is Sikhi, and what I am living now doesn't meet up to that, then we begin to understand that we may wear a kada, we may even have taken Amrit, but if we are not keeping that, then we are not following the Sikhi of Guru Sahiban. If we do not stop ourselves from those things that Guru Maharaj Ji has strictly warned us about on this path, then we are not living the Sikhi of Guru Sahibans. When this reflection enters into our mind and we begin to search ourselves, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, we end up attaining to that sage, to that calm, that even Vade Rikhi Muni from the past could not obtain. Mata ji, athwade bacche diyan lattan siddhiyan nu ke chonki maar de. We learn how to sit in the Sadh Sangat, how to conduct ourselves in the Sadh Sangat, how to teach our children how to be in the Sadh Sangat. Is prakar Guru Ki Sangat Ji rang lagda. Doesn't matter how distant we are, when we first start coming here, we begin to near towards the jivaniya of those good Sikhs from yesteryear. Last week we heard how Dhan Baba Buddha Sahib Ji Maharaj Sari Sangat nu Updeshya via Dhan Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. And they said to the Sangat, who do we cry over when they die? And who do we not cry over? Ityadak Sangat nu Upadesh de ke, Baba Buddha Ji de bachan sun ke, remember, even though Sheme Patsah Dhan Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj is the Guru at the time, but one thing Guru Sahibans have all taught us through their life. Pehlo Sikh hoye a, phir Guru Sahiban bane a. Other than Guru Nanak. But if we ask Guru Nanak, was you anyone Sikh? Maharaj says yes. Shabad Guru Surk Tun Chela. So even though Guru Maharaj is the Guru, they do not turn down what Dhan Baba Buddha Sahib Ji says. Why? Because Dhan Baba Buddha Sahib Ji is the Mahan Gursikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sahib. Baba Buddha Ji gives updesh to the entire Sangat. Dhan Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, upon hearing the account from Bhai Purana Ji, and also hearing what the Hukam of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji was to Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji at the time of their Shahidi. One thing I want to touch upon, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, and Das says this, sitting in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's god, as Kabir Kukar Ram Ko Mutiya Mero Nao, Gale Hamare Jevdi, Jai Khincha Teh Jao, as Guru Karda Kukar, I say this. The Satkaryo Katha Vachak that just got up before me, he was saying that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji nu along the lines Vattiyan Rode ਨਾਲ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਦਰਿਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਟ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ. I do not know where they get this ਇਤਿਹਾਸ from. This is not from any of the genuine ਇਤਿਹਾਸ that is in our panth. These are man-ਘੜਤ ਗੱਲਾਂ that people have come up with because they can't understand the ਸਮਰੱਥਾ of Guru. ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿੰਗਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਕੌਣ ਕਰ ਦੂਗਾ? Because they do not understand the ਸਮਰੱਥਾ of Guru Sahib Ji, ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ. ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਪੱਥਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਦਰਿਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਟ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਡੁੱਬ ਗਏ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਣਗਿਣਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਤਾਰਿਆ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਲਾਲ ਡੋਬਣ ਦਾ ਸੰਕਲਪ ਤਾਂ ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਵੇ. So when we hear these kind of things, the whole reason Das touched upon Guru Pratap Suraj Granth in the first installation of this Katha was so we know where this Ityahas has come from Baba Ram Kaur Ji. That all of our Ityahas has come from here. Somewhere along the line, some people with the word professor attached to their name or doctor the Guru Ki Sangat Ji Dambra de Vinde, but that doesn't make them Ramgyani. Somewhere along the line, these Padakus have come along, Adi Man Buddhi de naal tol ke, they made all these man kat gallan vi eh ho gaya, oh nahi ho sakta, aa nahi ho sakta. I say this sitting in Tan Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's huzuri. If I am saying anything wrong, मैं गुरु दा लेखेदार, मैं गुरु दा लेखा दूंगा. There is no Maida Lal that can remove the seas from Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's tad. There is no Maida Lal that can torture Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. You all heard the account over 10 weeks. When Maharaj says to Miyan Mir, says to Gorakhnath, says to Bhai Prana Sadi Khed Dikhana do, this is happening just as we want it to happen. It's either these people do not read this Ityahas, or they read this Ityahas and they choose to ignore it because they can't fathom within the short panda of their mind the greatness of the Guru. If Guru can be tied up and thrown into a river and caused to drown, फिर गुरु की संगत जी अपन पहले डूब गए before our journey even started. Guru Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji at Anandpur Sahib, Bhim Chand is one of the Pahadi Rajas that used to come to attack Anandpur Sahib. You're wondering why I'm going off on one, it's because I can't bear to listen to people. Either these people need to increase their jivan, or they need to stop sitting on the stage. There is nothing. We read Mool Mantra Sahib, in Mool Mantra Sahib it says Akal, without death. That's the Nirgun Swarup. When the Nirgun Swarup takes Sargun of the Dasis Guru Sahibans, they are still Akal. Nothing can destroy them. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj at Anandpur Sahib, there in that area, Bhim Chand, one of the Pahadi Rajas, the hill kings, who had dushmani with Guru Sahib, even though Guru Maharaj is nearby. One of that Bhim Chand, one of his viziers, he becomes a premi of Guru Sahib. Now when Bhim Chand hears ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਜ਼ੀਰ ਆ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ, He gets bored before Bhimchand. Bhimchand says to him, I've heard ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਦੀ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਕਰਦਾ। ਜਿਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕੀਓ ਤਿਨ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਇਓ, ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਬਣ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਜੀ ਦਾ। He said yes. Bhimchand said, how can you be in my service and have prem for my dushman? This Wazir says, I can be in your service. I don't worship you. I'm in your service. I work for you. But the Guru is the one who my heart now belongs to. The Guru is the one who is in these eyes, Bhimchand, not you. When Bhimchand hears this, he says, the Guru is in your eyes, right? He said, yes. Bhimchand कहता चल देख ले केड़ा गुरु केड़ियां अखां च हुक्म देता। He gives the order to take this Wazir to the top of a hill where all of his people can see. And the hukam he gives, he said, get 2 spikes, ਇਹਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਲੈ ਆਇਓ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫੇਰ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਿਓ, is Guru still in your eyes? ਜੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੀ ਸੂਏ ਲਗਾ ਦੇ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ time up and take him. And those people that have been given the order to execute him or to punish him or to torture him, whatever you want to call it, if spikes go through someone's eyes, I don't think they're going to live for long. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਵਜ਼ੀਰਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਸਦਾ? He said, yes, the Guru is still in my eyes. I see nothing but the Guru now. They said, okay. And these are soldiers that used to serve under this Wazir. Oh, कहते to shut it, leave it, drop it. Worship your Guru in secret. He said, what's the way you said me worshiping my Guru in secret? फिर मैं चोर होया, मैं सिख बना होया। I will say again, the Guru is in my eyes. The soldiers say, okay, if that's the case, then ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ that we put the spikes through your eyes. As that time came up, this Wazir, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, he focuses his attention on the Charan Kamal of Dhan Dhan Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj said कि चरना का ध्यान धर लिया. And as he focuses his attention on Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj's Charan Kamal, they drive the spikes through. ਉਹਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੀ spike ਲੰਘ ਗਏ. They take him out, ਪੱਟੀ ਬੰਨੀ ਦੇ from to one side. Those people that had gone there with him, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਚੱਕਿਆ. ਜੋ ਚੱਕਿਆ, nobody opens the ਪੱਟੀ. They ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ ਕੁਛ ਬੋਲ, speak, say something. And he just laying there quietly. ਉਹ ਫੋਏ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੁਛ ਬੋਲ. He hears the voice and he recognizes, this is my family, that they've done this to me in front of my family. He says, take me once to Anandpur Sahib, to where Guru Sahib is. He said, just take me there. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਮੰਨਿਆ. They didn't open the ਪੱਟੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੱਟੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਪੱਟੀ ਬੰਨੀ ਵੱਜਦੀ, ਲਾਲ ਰੰਗ ਦਾ ਖੂਨ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ. They do as he says. They take him to Dhan Dhan Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. As he's taken before Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj, as he comes to Darbar, there's Maharaj is in Darbar. ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਦਰਬਾਰੀ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਇਸ ਆਦੇ ਮਹਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ in the private quarters. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ we want to go to Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj right now. One ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ goes over to Guru Sahib. ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ. When he goes over to Guru Sahib Ji, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਦੇ ਪਲੰਘੇ ਤੇ ਬਿਰਾਜਮਾਨ ਹਨ. They're sitting on the ਪਲੰਘਾ. On Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj's Charan Kamal, ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ there are two ਪੱਟੀਆਂ, ਦੋ ਪੱਟੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਤੇ। As he comes before, Maharaj says, Bhai Sikha, tell everyone. By that time, many people had standing outside Maharaj's tambu. Maharaj says, Bhai Sikha, tell us, tena ki vapari. He said, Maharaj, it's ajeeb, strange, very strange. This is what happened to me. This is what Bhim Chand said. I didn't back down. He gave the order for me to be taken on top of a hill where everyone could see the punishment I was going to get, and ordered that 2 spikes be driven through my eyes. He said, Maharaj, I was given the opportunity to back down, but Thwade Charna Kamala de Asri, I didn't back down. He said, as they were about to drive, as they were tying me up, मैं थोड़े चरना कमरा दा ध्यान धर लिया। मैं थोड़े चरना कमरा दा ध्यान धर लिया। Then they drove the spikes through. I felt the spikes on my lids, पर उस तो बाद मैंने कुछ नहीं मालूम हुआ। I didn't feel a single thing. धन गुरु गोविंद सिंह साहिब जी महाराज, धन सतगुरु गोविंद सिंह साहिब जी महाराज, महाराज हस पे, महाराज कहते थैंक यू। सारे देखन, everyone's looking, revised महाराज saying thank you. कहता no महाराज, thanks to you because they put my eyes through, पर मैंने कोई दर्द नहीं हुई। I felt no pain whatsoever. Maharaj says, I'm thanking you because when they drove those spikes through your eyes, they ਸਾਡੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰਿਆ, ਸਾਡੇ ਮੁਕਤੇ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਰਿਆ। And he said, Maharaj, what do you mean by this? ਧੰਨ Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj gave ashara to the Sikh Sevadar. Maharaj said, open the pattiyan on our Charan Kamal. Saat Sangat Ji, when those pattiyan were open, Satguru ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 2 ਛੇਕ ਹੋਏ, through which the 2 ਸੂਏ went through. Maharaj said, the reason why we thanked you, ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਦੇ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਵੀ ਸਹਿਲਣਾ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ ਦੇਣਾ ਸੀ। Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji says to him, open your patti. As he opens his patti, Guru Ki Sangat, his eyes are fine, there's nothing wrong with his eyes whatsoever. The Samrat Guru that can save a premi who is a vizier in the army of a Dushman. The Samrat Guru Tan Satguru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, who can take the heat of the kiln into which Baba Bidhi Chand Sahib Ji Maharaj went into, and not let them feel any heat but take the heat on their own body. Who can do anything to that Guru? Nobody can. So when we hear people as such, theek Sadh Sangat Ji, that they get given time on this stage, and they should be given time. Maybe they don't know better. But if we hear anything, my bent is always to you is this. If we ever hear anything that brings down the unspeakable avastha of our Guru, dismiss it. It's been happening since about late 2000s. I don't know who's being paid for this and who's fueling this kind of prachar, but this is not the prachar that's going to join you with your Guru. This is the kind of stuff that's going to bring doubt into your minds. So ending benti karte hoye Guru Ki Sangat Ji, I'll hold for 15, possibly 20 minutes. Let us pick up from where we left off last week. So Tan Satguru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Ite Adik Ke Sabha Majari, in the great Sadh Sangat, Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj speaks and says that if I do not put Chandu in shackles, blacken his face, punish him, and then finish him off, just as our father's hukam is, minu dukh de ke mari, then all जिन्ने भी भारी पाप है in the दुनिया, Maharaj says सानू लगन that may we get accused of them and also punished for them. ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ, in their heart the itcha to take revenge, which is the hukum of their, not only their father side Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, but also their Satguru. That itcha is now Pargat, is now in their heart. Then Dham Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj Kot Gun. Then they got up and went to the Sudha Sarovar. Sudha Sarovar Guru Ki Singati Sri Amritsar. It has had many names in the past. Hun Amritsar hai, pehlo Sudha Sarsi, uto pehlo Ram Sarsi, uto pehlo Akhwakhat Sarsi. So giving time, you know, as time goes along, people name it differently, but now Satguru ne Sri Amritsar Sahib rakhya hai. Majjan kar, Maharaj ne majjan kite, panch ishnana kita, Sri Muknu Guru Ki Sangat Ji Ishnan karaya, and then Tilanjali Day. Guru Ki Sangat Ji, now when we hear this sometimes, again due to the wrong prachar, the twisted prachar, they say Tilanjali deni ta ਇਹ ਹਿੰਦੂਆਂ ਦੀ ਰੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਬਿਲਕੁਲ। Tell us where in our ikhlas does it say to spell dad in flowers or mom in flowers when somebody passes away? Do we not do that? Do we not cut cakes at our birthdays? So Kanda Park, there's always two sides to things. There's a Lokik Park and there's a Vedic Park. Lokik is a Dunyavi Park, what the world does. The Vedic Park is a spiritual park. So Maharaj, according to the riti of that time, the Lokik Park, Maharaj ne Tilanjali ditti, meaning they got a til, crushed it, and jara Amrit Sarovar ude vich onu paa ditta. So Maharaj did the both Lokik and the Vedic ਰੀਤੀਆਂ। ਫਿਰ ਅਰਦਾਸਾ ਸੋਧਿਆ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਵੱਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਪਿਤਾ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਕਰੀ ਗੁਸਾਈ। ਦਾ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈ at the time of the ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ, ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, हे पिता गुरु अर्जन देव साहिब जी महाराज, जो थोड़ा हुक्म है मैं इन्हां ते पूरा उतरा, मीनिंग मेरे सहाई होयो that I am able to fulfill what you given hukum. Does Guru Maharaj need to seek fulfillment? No, Satguru ji is pura Guru ki sangat ji. However, if Satguru ji does not do this, the Sikh kitna karna hai. We must remember whatever we are doing in our lives, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj has given 108 ardasas to the 101, I beg your pardon, 101 ardasas to the Guru Khalsa, that you must perform these ardasas, some once in a lifetime, some every now and then, some once in a year, some once in a month, some every day. The ardas we do after Nitnem every single day, that is in there also. The ardas we do before eating prashadam, after eating prashadam, that is in there. So Maharaj ne ardasa sodhiya vi, hey vadde Guru Sahibaan, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਹਾਈ ਹੋਇਓ, that we live up to the hukum of our Pita Sahib.
ਆਖਰ ਚਾਲਨ ਕਿਤ ਕਹੋ ਆਏ।
Then Dham Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, they made their way to where Mata Ganga Ji is.
Mat Gang jeh shok vadaye.
Mata Ganga Ji is there and she shok vadaye. Guru Ki Sangat Ji, when she heard, when Mata Ganga Sahib Ji, when Mata Ji heard about the Shahidi of Dham Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Mata Ji fell on the spot and has not gotten off the spot ever since then. And she's saying to the Dasiya and other Sikh Sevas, she's saying that when Maharaj's bastards are gotten, take those bastards, take me with those bastards. When you burn those bastards, you do the antam sanskar of those bastards, sada vi naal kar dena.
apne sang
Karo daha main apne sang, with those vastras ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਗਨ ਭੇਟ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ।
ਪਤ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਜਰਨ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ।
He said rather, Mata Ganga ji says, rather than burning day in, day out in the Vishoda, in the separation of my Pati Parmeshwar, Dhan Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, why it is better to just burn once and be done with otherwise, without my Pati Parmeshwar Guru Arjan Dev Ji, I'll always be tormented, being burnt just like one is burnt by fire, day in, day out.
Shri Har Gobind Dukhari.
Dhan Satguru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. So Dhan Satguru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, when they hear their Mata talking like this, now Guru Ki Sangati, even though Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji is Guru, is Satguru, Mata Ji to fir bhi puttar hi hai. For her still, that's a Sahibjada, that's a puttar. So Guru Maharaj doesn't address them Mata themselves, also keeping in line with tradition. Chote vaddiyan nu upadesh de nahi hunde han. So Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj doesn't speak to the Mata themselves. They look towards Baba Buddha Ji. They look at Baba Buddha Ji and say, hey Baba Buddha Ji, तुसी माता जी नु तीज दो, reassure माता जी।
कर दो अंदर मात बिठाए।
धन धन बाबा बुड्ढा साहिब जी महाराज। They call out to Mata Ganga Ji and they say, hey Mata Ji, पर्दे to बैठो। Now Guru Ki Sangat Ji, I want to touch upon two things here. One about Mataji's ichha that we Guru Sahib Ji the Bastra de Naal with Maharaji's clothes that she becomes burnt too, if I can use that word. And the other thing is the parda. Now again, when some pracharaks, and again I often wonder why they do this. When they come to these points, they say, nahi Mata, even in some of the translations of Sri Guru Pratap, Suraj Granth, a few people, especially Dr. Olakhi, has written, he said, Mata Gyanvan Sikit, that she wouldn't have had these clothes. And why he's saying that, and why Pracharaks say that, because when a woman jumps into the fire at the time of her husband's death, it's called Sati Huna. Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj stopped this Kriya, stopped this doing in the lands of India. Because at the time in the Hindu Mata, when a husband used to pass, I doubt the poor woman had any say. The woman was often thrown into the fire with the husband to accompany him into the hereafter. If she didn't, she was impure. If she did, she was sati. What a ridiculous thing to do. When this news reached Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj, Maharaj Ji stopped this. Now Mata Ganga Ji being the Dasi, the Dharma Sapatani of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, yes, she would have gyan not to become sati. Mata Ji is not saying we may sati hona chahni. In Gurbani, Maharaj Ji says that do not call those Satya, those who jump into the fire to marjan. Rather call those Satya who died purely from the chot, from the hurt of separation. Mataji has not said she wants to become Sati. Mataji said that when Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji de Bastra nu tusi agan pet karna, menu bhi naal hi jar do. She is expressing her hurt of not wanting to live at all without her Pati Parmeshwar Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. The gyan that some of these pracharaks talk about, they miss a Bhakti from Pansat Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the same gyan. And that Bhakti is jis pyare se neho tis aage mar chali hai. The same Guruji says, jis pyare se neho. That beloved one whom you love, it is best to die before them. There's a contradiction, right? No, there's no contradiction. Sati was being forced upon people. Mataji is not asking to become Sati. Maharaj is living up to the Panktiyan, up to the 11 जिस प्यारे से ने हो तिस आते मर चली है। सो माता जी कह रहे हैं ना भी नित जन्म के नालों विछोड़े की दुख के नालों एक बार ही अग विच छाल मार के शरीर को त्याग देना चंगा है। So these kind of things we must not listen to. And another thing, Mataji comes and sits in Parda. Now some people think we Parda, why? Kyun Parda Bandhi road hai. Guru ki Sangat ji, in today's age, Parda kidhar reha. We don't even cover our bodies properly. When we're in society, out on the road, or even when we come to Guru Ka. It's okay. As long as nobody wants to progress spiritually, we can do what we want to do. But that individual who wishes to progress in the Adhyatmic path, in the spiritual path, that person, when they embark upon this journey, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, there's a process called Sravan Mannan Nidhyasan, the Tattvamada Sodhan. The first part is Sravan, to listen. When we begin to listen, that what we have listened to manna, manne ki gat kahi na jaye, je ko manne ki gat kahi na jaye, je ko man jaane man ko, na manne ki gat kahi na jaye, je ko kahe manne की गल कही ना जाए जे को कहे पिछे पड़ता है कोई संगत जी। If I'm one thing I'm infamous is forgetting Gurbani that I read every single day. So Guru Ki Sangat Ji manna, when you do manna lagde hai na, then what Guru Maharaj does, they give us something called Nidhyasana. It's abhyas, it's practice, it's daily practice. When we start to daily practice what we are doing, then Satsangi will bring, we don't need to read books at that stage. We don't need to, maybe we do need to read books, and maybe we do need to ask people. Someone like me may need to do that. But one thing I know is Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj andron ek khed bataun lag pande. You begin to see what is your potholes in life and what is your progression in life. When somebody says to us, we krodh nahi karna, aapa sun lenge hain. But jadon Maharaj aapa nu andron maloom karna pende hai na, we kyun nahi krodh karna, fir aapa krodh to dur hon lag pende hain. When we're on this journey, we learn that the only thing separating us from Satguru Granth Sahib Ji truly, ठीक है, we're sitting here. Even if someone was to go and place their mastak on Satguru Ji Swaroop, इन्हू जोग नहीं आखीदा, ये जुड़िया नहीं. जुड़ीदा उदों Guru Ki Sangat Ji, but from inside we have become. That's what Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's whole Upadesh is. So when we're on this path and we begin to see what's right and what's wrong, we understand the only thing that's separating us is the impurity. Impurity is not furthered, soch na ho gayi je sochi lakh baar. Is not furthered by water and salt. Impurity is furthered. Which impurity? Akhi soot ka vekhana paratraya paratan roop. These eyes are one of the biggest potholes on this path of spirituality. Call it what you wish. These eyes, what we see with these eyes, goes inside us, murke delete nahi hunda. What we see with these eyes becomes the stumbling blocks for us again and again and again. And if there's one big stumbling block that affects us humans, is when we look with our eyes in an impure way at the opposite sex. Akhi sutak vekhana paratraya paratan roop. Maharaj's Bani, not my philosophy. Those people that are on this path in Muslim households, you will have women that will not let another man enter the house unless their husband is there. Shabash to them. Well done to them for keeping this up. You see Bibiyan wearing the full burqa. Shabash to them. They're walking from their path. If we are flaunting ourselves or we are looking at other people, तो अपनी दृष्टि निर्मल नहीं होगी। बाहरों जो मर्जी भेक दिखाएं जब तो लोगों को बस कीन। We may look all Gurmukh from the outside and maybe even convince people we मेरे वर्ग Gurmukh कोई है। But Satguru ji knows what's inside and we know just how far along the path we are. So Baba Buddha Sahib ji, the Mahan Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's house, when they said to Mataji, aao parde to baitho. Baba Buddha ji does not need Mataji in a parda. Mataji does not need to be in a parda. The Pavitra Atma, she is the Pavitra Atma. Baba Buddha ji is, who is like Chaka Sman for Mataji. However, if they do not do this, how will the Sikh Santha keep on doing this? I remember when I was a child, Sadiyan Matawa khund kaddiyan hundiyan sigiyan. Today's day, not just Bibiyan, men as well, they wear as much tight clothes as they possibly can and show themselves off as much as they can. Apa vipariti chalke, we've gone the wrong way to Gurmat. Even if everyone starts doing this, it's not perwan by Guru. The Siddhant of Guruji, what used to be by the Sikhs of Guruji's time, is still the same today. Enik benti karde hain Guru Ki Sangat ji. ਇੱਥੇ ਵਿਸਰਾਮ ਲਾਉਣੇ ਹਨ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਕਮਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਸਰੇ। ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਵੀਰ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋ ਅਖੰਡ ਕੀਰਤਨੀ ਜਥਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਤ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਆਪ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਨੰਦਮਈ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਆਨੰਦਿਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਗੋਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਟਿਕੇ ਹੋਣ, ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਬਰਾਜੇ ਰਹਿਣ। ਕਥਾ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਅਣਗਿਣਤੀ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਅਣਜਾਣ ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਦਰ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਕੂਕਰ ਸਮਝ ਕੇ ਖਿਮਾ ਦੇਣੀ। ਆਓ ਸਭ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ to those that come to listen to the English katha every week. Next week there is I think it's Amrit Ras Kirtan Darbar. So agle hafte Guru Ki Sangat ji, the Kirtan Darbar will be happening and not the katha. However, the katha will pick up the week after. This katha Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj ne aap kirpa karke katha di ladi shuru karayi a। आप ही सतगुरु जी ने करवानी है, तो आप ही कथा दे बंदी छोड़ कथा दे भोग सतगुरु ने आप ही पाने हैं। So this will not stop, this will carry on. However, because the Gurmukh प्यारे उन्होंने प्रोग्राम में पहले ही लिखा होंगे for the Amrit Ras Kirtan, that will be happening next week. Das will do his best with Satguru Ji's Charan Kamla da Ot Asta ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ in 2 weeks time। ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਉਣਾ। Bring your children as you do. ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਰੰਗ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਉਹ ਲਾ ਦੇਣਗੇ। ਫਿਰ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਤਿਲ ਵੀ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਜਾਈਏ, ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖਦਾ। ਐਨੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਭ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਆਓ ਗੁਰਫਤਿਹ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।